Tonight's headlines: Palace reveals Duterte's likely successor. A VP push, not an attempt to perpetuate Duterte in power, says Palace. PNP Chief Eleazar apologizes for outburst. Coronavirus cases in the country at 1,247,899. COVID-19 cases now higher than in start of May. Romblon town residents evacuate due to Dante. PSEI slips on profit-taking. And Department of Energy looks into sabotage in power plant outages. Good evening. Today is Thursday, June 3, 2021. I am Elmer Navarro Manuel and this is Tribune News on Q. Here are the stories for this evening. Malacanang announced on Thursday that Davao City Mayor Sara Duterte and Senator Bongo are among political names President Rodrigo Duterte is considering for his successor. Presidential spokesperson Harry Roque said that the president has options for his successor, even though he maintained that the chief executive is still not in favor of his daughter running for president in 2022. The palace official also said that included in the options are Senator Manny Pacquiao, former Senator Bongbong Marcos Jr., and Manila Mayor Francisco Isko Moreno Dumagoso. House Ways and Means Panel Chair and PDP Laban stalwart Joey Salceda earlier said he is sure that Mayor Sara will run for President 2022 and that at least 5 political parties are willing to support her, but Roque denied having such information. The palace on Thursday denied reports that President Rodrigo Duterte is scheming to perpetuate himself in power, even as the PDP Laban is pushing the president to be their vice presidential bet for 2022 national elections. Presidential spokesperson Harry Roque explained that there is no legal impediment for Duterte to run for vice president in next year's elections, since it is not explicitly stated in the 1987 Constitution. The palace official also noted that PDP Laban is not troubled by factions, even if PDP Laban President and Senator Manny Pacquiao earlier called on his party members to ignore a May 31 meeting in Cebu called by Energy Secretary Alfonso Cusi. Roque stressed that there is no problem within the party since Pacquiao remains as the president of the ruling party. Philippine National Police Chief Police General Guillermo Eleazar on Thursday apologized for his outburst of emotion while confronting Hensi Sinampan, the police officer who was caught on video killing Lilibet Valdez in Quezon City earlier this week. Eleazar said that he was just being a father to the police organization who supports good policemen and condemns rogue cops. He pointed out some things should be avoided and that he and the police organization are far from perfect. The police chief also asked for understanding. The PNP chief also said the investigation for the administrative case will be finished in 3 to 4 weeks. Tribune News on Q will be back after these reminders.
Ng mundo for all your pera transactions, all new Bayad.
Fiber is the free and secure way to connect with friends and family, anywhere. Send messages and make phone and video calls for free. Download Viber now.
The Department of Health reported 7,217 confirmed coronavirus disease cases on Thursday, to bring the total number of infected in the country to 1,247,899, even as 4 laboratories failed to submit data on time. This brought the active cases to 55,790, and of the total, 93.6% are mild, 2.0% are asymptomatic, 1.8% are severe, and 1.4% are in critical condition. The number of recoveries, on the other hand, rose to 1,170,752, with 3,483 patients recovering from the deadly disease. The death toll now stands at 21,357, following 199 fatalities recorded. Data also show that 56% of the country's intensive care unit beds are in use, while 37% of the mechanical ventilators are occupied. In other news, the Health Department disclosed that the average number of daily new COVID-19 cases in the Philippines over the past week was higher than the figures reported in the start of May. DOH Epidemiology Bureau Director Dr. Arthea de Guzman said the Philippines averaged 6,691 daily new infections from May 27 to June 2. The country averaged 5,214 new cases from May 20 to 26, 5,827 from May 13 to 19, and de Guzman also said Philippine cases growth rate from May 16 to 29 was only 13% compared to negative 24% during May 2 to 15. More than 100 residents of Barangay Taboboan in Odingan, Romblon evacuated due to flooding brought by Tropical Storm Dante that hit different parts of the country this week. Meantime, over 20,000 houses experienced brownouts in Tablas Island, Romblon, after heavy winds and strong rains downed power lines and trees. In Barangay Buenavista, Looc, Romblon, a boat carrying 21 crew members sank because of the strong water currents. The victims were immediately rescued and brought to a covered court where they temporarily took shelter. Over 300 passengers were also stranded in Batangas port with the ongoing effects of the tropical storm. We'll pause for a short break. Stay with us.
Click, that's it. Never thought self-service can be this slick. Modify plans in a snap, walang hirap. It's a wrap, just tap the app. Now you can check, view, subscribe, renew. Help and support for you. Out with the Ring apps or the in thing, you know what to do. Globe at home and Globe One, all in the Globe app na yan. Self-service and easy to use, mas okay tayo dyan. Globe at home and Globe One, all in the Globe app na yan. Instant response, no hold time pa, wala nang hintayan. Download Globe at Home and Globe One app, all in the Globe app na yan.
Download the Globe One and Globe at Home apps from Google Play Store and Apple App Store now.
Download Globe at Home and Globe One app, all in the Globe app na yan.
In business, the Philippine Stock Exchange Index ended Thursday in the red after investors took profit during trading. The main equities index shed 49.82 points or 0.73% to 6,791.87 at the closing bell. The broader all shares tracked the main index after it lost 13.96 points or 0.34% to 4,104.02. Regina Capital Development Corporation Head of Sales Luis Limlingan said that Philippine shares finally succumbed to profit-taking after successive days in the green as investors refocused on the U.S. with the release of the Beige Book. Volume totaled 3.71 billion shares amounting to 18.78 billion pesos. Gainers led losers at 114 to 86 while 51 shares were unchanged. And Energy Secretary Alfonso Cusi said on Thursday that the Department of Energy is now looking into a possible sabotage and is considering the filing of cases against power plant operators following 3 consecutive days that the Luzon grid had been placed under red alert due to the outages of several power plants, which caused rotational brownouts. Cusi disclosed that he also sought the assistance of the Energy Regulatory Commission and the Philippine Competition Commission to look into the alleged sabotage. Meantime, Energy Undersecretary Felix William Fuentebella confirmed that the DOE is considering the filing of cases against power plants that violated the department's policy prohibiting them from conducting preventive maintenance during the months of April, May, and June, when power demand is usually high due to the hot and dry season. The DOE blamed the forced or unplanned outages of power plants and the lack of ancillary services owned or operated by the private sector. That wraps up the stories tonight. Catch the latest news on our website, tribune.net.ph, and follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel, Tribune Now. The Daily Tribune is one with the nation in facing the COVID-19 crisis, and in line with this, the Daily Tribune digital edition and press reader is now available for free online. You can also download the Daily Tribune app on Apple Store or Google Play to get the latest and most comprehensive news online. The Daily Tribune is also inviting everyone to join its community Viber Katribu to get updates on the freshest and hottest news and entertainment stories of the day. Parsito emoticons are also available on our community Viber. Just visit the sticker store and search for Katribu. And before we go, we would like to thank the SM Store and the Araneta City for their continued support. Again, this is Elmer Navarro Manuel and you're watching Tribune News on Q. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay at home. Good night, and God bless us all.
Montero Sport. Elevate your journey.
Drive your ambition. Mitsubishi Motors.